Okay, guys, welcome back to another edition of No Man's Sky for Beginners. This is part 4. We're going to take it on down to this marker over here. Fast forwarding, going into the planet. And as we go closer to the marker, I just happen to see a monolith right there. And I'm pretty certain that's where it's going to want me to go. So instead of actually landing at the marker and having to use the analysis visor, and I'll show you that later, but to walk all that distance to go there, I might as well just land right here. It's a lot easier, it's a lot quicker, and plus, like I said, I already saw the monolith there, so I'm just going to land there. And then I just like to take a look because the game is just so pretty, man. Just look at the lighting, the scheme, the cloud cover. I mean, the colors. It's pretty cool. And there's usually these knowledge stones around near these monoliths. Just go ahead and collect the knowledge from there, which are basically words that you learn or comprehend from the race that's out there, the dominant race that's out there. It's a Gek race. Heading on in there, then we're gonna go into the prompts and just check out what they're saying in here. I usually don't pay a whole lot of attention to it, to be honest. I just kind of guess at this stuff. I'm just, okay, I'm a traveler. I might be a friend, but I'm more of a traveler. Obviously, if it's a bad entity, I don't want to be a friend of that. So I'll just say, oh, I'm a traveler. See where it goes. Then here I just choose last, not really knowing what I'm going to do. Not knowing if it's going to take it to an alternate ending or alternate objective. Who knows? Here I just chose both. I have a feeling it's just going to all lead to the same ending. Then as I go through all this, I get hit up with a reward, a warp cell. So after I get that warp cell, it's going to have me take to the skies. And that's probably why it's giving me a warp cell, because it probably knows I'm going to need one, right? In order to access the galaxy map. But look, before I actually take off into the stars, look what I find out. If you press the melee and the jetpack at the same time, instead of going up, you kind of go in a line drive. So I'm kind of hitting it with a line drive. You melee and jetpack, and you go more forward. I guess it'll get you where you need to go quicker. So that's a good thing. I'll go ahead and take off, paying attention to my fuel. I'm at 50%. And then I got to get a little farther from the planet in order to access the galaxy map. See, then I get prompted to hit the galaxy map because you got to be a little bit of a distance away from the planet. Then you'll see the straight line, the straight green line. It's going to take me to the next star system. Then you might see a perforated green line going to the next system, but you won't be able to go there because you won't have the actual fuel or the power to get out that far, but you will be able to get those upgrades as you progress through the game. So I'm just going to hit that one system here because that's pretty much where it wants me to go anyways because of the story. Going to fast forward through the warp. It's really just warping and it's loading the next series here, having you warp, but it's really loading in the background, I'm pretty sure. All good though. Here, I'm just going to be flying around. Instead of going inside of the space station, I'm just going to fly around because I know I'm going to get a message. And that's what you're waiting for, is you're waiting to get a message here. You can see on the lower right, you're being hailed on the communicator. So you hit the communicator here from the quick select and then just pretty much follow the prompts from there. And as you can see on the lower right, it's having you go to another marker. And so I'm going to take a look at the planet and see what kind of materials it has, what kind of fauna or plants, animals that are on the planet. And as I fly closer, this time I'm actually gonna fly a little bit of a distance away, close by the marker. But what I wanna do now is just show you how to access the analysis visor, which when you hit it, it's gonna automatically start trying to point you in the right direction, see? And if you look there, you'll see it gives you a certain range or distance from where you need to be from your destination. Just follow where it's telling you to go and you get closer. So as I get closer here, I see a crashed airship and I'm locking in because I'm probably going to want to go out and collect more materials and stock up. It's a good time to do that between these objectives is collect material. As you can see, it's already dark. It's dark now. And I finally go to it and open it up. And I got to repair this with some sodium. And I'm gonna hit that with 5 sodium. And I'm gonna hit this. There's 5 chromatic metal. So I repair it with that. And then extract the records. And this record here is actually gonna be the blueprints for the advanced mining laser. And I'm still short of some components or elements in order to actually install that. So as I follow the flashing lights, it shows here that I'm gonna need, well, I have some nanotubes, so I need one of those, hit that. And then this hermetic seal, I'm just gonna craft that in the inventory and hit that. Since I already know that I'm able to craft that from the inventory menu. And now next I got to get the wiring looms, which I need 2 of those. And I'm gonna have to hit the space station. Now here, I kind of made a mistake. I should have actually, this is a Class C ship. It's kind of a trash ship to me. I don't really care for it. So you can option to leave it. And I choose to leave it here. But really what I should have did was fix the ship and fly it to a space station and scrapped it for some money. But you can do that later. There'll be several opportunities to come up like that. Now you can see I have 0 fuel, so I'm gonna have to make sure I fuel up, because if I land, I'm gonna be stuck and have to fuel up my ship. I'm being hailed again by the communicator. And I'm gonna go ahead and access that. And this is basically the prompts. You want to read them, but they're talking about how I found the crash ship, and in the communication, you go through the prompts. I'm just fast forwarding through all that. And basically it's going to give you another mission based on that. And you can see there on the upper left, as part of the main story, main objective. But right here, we're going to just stay on task because we need to get that advanced mining laser. So I prefer to go ahead and just take care of that, since we're almost at the point where we can get that thing installed. And that's going to help us collect a lot more material and resources. And as I'm flying on in to the space station, I'll go ahead and land that sucker down there and take off to the Galactic Trade Terminal and access that trade terminal. And what I'm going to be looking to buy here, of course, I'm looking to buy those wiring looms. And I need 2 of those. So when I buy 2 of them, it's 140 and some change. It's going to deduct from the upper left. You'll see it deduct at 148. I think it was 148,000 units. And now we're going to just go ahead and take the time to install that, because that's what we came to do. We're going to install that wiring loom, and now we're good to go. You look at the upper left, you'll see objective complete. So please give us a like, give us a subscribe, and hit the notification bell. And you have a great day. Be safe.